Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hi, Sebastian. I'm Jason, and welcome. Thanks so much for taking the time to talk with me today.
Right on. Thank you.
Wow.
Mhm.
This is well. This is really great. Here I am speaking with one of the greatest rock and roll voices of all time.
Well,
I
well, I
was
appreciate that.
Oh, absolutely. So I was just listening to your song. What do I got to lose? I watched the
Yeah.
video. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was a great video. It was really cool. Got
Uh-huh.
I like no. I loved it. I thought it was great. It got me even more excited for the upcoming show. That's a pretty rocking tune. Uh,
Yes.
I loved it. I loved it. I checked out a couple other songs from the latest record, which
Mhm.
seems like you did over the last several years, right? That songwriting process.
That album came out in 2024, I think.
Right.
And
So
we did it during the pandemic, Child Within the Man. And we did videos for the first song, Everybody Bleeds, What Do I Got to Lose,
mhm.
Hold On to the Dream, Future of Youth, To Live Again. I think that's all of them. And then
Yep.
we did another edit of What Do I Got to Lose? And we did two edits of Hold On to the Dream too.
Oh, I haven't seen the other edit of that one. I'm gonna have to check that out because I really like that one.
Yeah.
The one I saw was the one where you were picking up a bunch of guys, people on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
okay. All right. Okay. So this latest material came together over several years. You said during COVID. So my first question is, how did this particular songwriting process for the album compare to your earlier work?
Well, I'm not one of these guys that will tell you I'm the songwriter, so I have to write all the songs. I don't understand that way of thinking. I always just go for the best ideas. And if I don't feel a song in my heart, I can't sing it with conviction. Um, I can't even sing it actually. I've tried that before. Like I I remember in Skid Row once or twice they would write a tune that I didn't like, and I would say, "Well, I gotta be part of the team," and I'd walk up to the mic and try to sing it, and my mouth would shut. Like my mouth would go, "How?" I, I literally have to love the song in order for me to step up to the mic and sing it. That's not to say I love every song I did. Look at my arm here. Um,
Yep.
um, but at the time that I am recording it, if I don't love it, I can't do it. I have to love it. So in that respect, nothing has changed. There's no difference between the way I felt when I recorded Youth Gone Wild as What Do I Got to Lose. It's the same feeling. It's the same energy and excitement and same love for it. Like I've always made music for myself. I don't think that's selfish. I don't sit there and say what does everybody want me to do. I make music that I love and I always have and I always will. There's never going to be no AI with me. What you're going to get with me for the rest of my life is what you've always got. The same deal. That's what you're going to get. And when I look at guys like Mick Jagger and Willie Nelson and Neil Young and Rob Halford, like I'm just starting, dude. I'm just starting out compared to those guys. I mean, compared to Mick Jagger, I'm like a little kid. So I'm not even. I'm. There's lots more albums coming from me.
That's
That's
awesome to
all.
hear.
Yeah.
Awesome to hear. My next question is it's a tiny bit cliche, but I think it's important. How much would you say of the tour set list is focused on your latest music, and how do you balance that with fan favorite like classics?
Well, I think that the YouTube video plays tell me what people want to hear. The video you just mentioned, "What Do I Got to Lose," is 2 million views, which in my day was double platinum.
Right, right,
And again, I know like I always do 18 in Life, Youth Go Wild, I Remember You, because I know people are buying tickets to hear those songs. But other than that, and Monkey Business too.
right.
Um, but other than that, I just play around and I do what I feel makes a good show. And like cowbell has a lot to do with it. I love cowbell. I love those
Yeah,
songs. I love the songs of the cowbell in it, which is most of my songs.
that's awesome. So the latest album, Child Within the Man, it features several collaborations with
Yeah.
artists, including Miles Kennedy, Orianthi, Steve Stevens, John Five. So, were there any partnerships on this record that were like especially meaningful?
Um, well, I think the one with Orianthi was pretty meaningful because my wife Suzanne hooked us up, and I love that the song that we did, and then we did a video with Orianthi in it, and my daughter, um, she was like 16, filming this video. And so that has a heavy meaning to me. And Orianthi is a great guitar player. She's amazing. And
Absolutely.
John Five, I've collaborated with on all my solo albums, except Angel Down. Wait, did I? Yes, I did collaborate with him on Angel Down, Tunnel Vision. Yes, I did. And Give Him Hell, Temptation. Kicking and Scream. I don't know. I've done a lot, but I've been collaborating with him for over 10, maybe 15 years now.
Wow.
So that's amazing. Yeah, and we're both Kiss fanatics. So
I know.
we really bond on
I do.
that.
I do know that. And I have a question about that in a second.
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
speaking of, it's Paul Stanley's birthday today.
Oh yeah. Happy birthday, Paul.
So speaking of collaborations, you've done a bunch over the years. What's an awesome memory of either being a part of a super group or an onstage appearance that you really, really, really loved?
On stage, well, I mean, many times with Axl and Guns N' Roses, when they reunited with Duff and Slash, they played T-Mobile Arena here in Vegas, and they invited me up to sing with them, which was incredible. I gotta say, the Taylor Hawkins tribute concert where I played with Lars on drums, Geezer Butler on bass, Dave
Yeah.
Grohl on guitar. I mean, for a guy like me from Skid Row, that was really, really mind blowing. That was really, I couldn't believe I was up there with those guys, if you want to know the truth.
Yeah.
Um,
That's
and
you're one
yeah.
of those guys, though.
Well, I didn't realize I was really, because all these stories, grunge killed hair metal, all these cliche, if grunge was out to kill hair metal, Dave Grohl wouldn't ask me to jam with him on stage, would he? So
I
it's
guess not.
all a bunch of bullshit at the end of the day.
So, you've taken on some really outside of the box projects like Broadway, TV, reality shows, acting. What experiences did you enjoy the most, or least? Either way.
The one I enjoyed the most was definitely Jekyll and Hyde on
Oh,
Broadway. I'm a Marvel Comics collector, and one of the comics I bought as a kid in the year 1975 was Marvel Classic Comics. Number one was Jekyll and Hyde. And so I felt like I was in a Marvel comic because I used to read that comic all the time. And
wow.
I had really a lot of fun doing that show. I got to beat up people on stage and throw fire bombs, and it was wear the most coolest Victorian fitted clothes, and it was probably the highlight of my career. I would say when you are a headlining Broadway leading man, which I was, you get treated in New York City like royalty. People in Times Square in the Broadway theater district. When you walk in a restaurant or something, it's like, right this way, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. It's like, I remember I did an interview on NBC Channel 4, the biggest TV station in New York City, with Aisha Tyler, the biggest TV newscaster. I did an interview, and I'll never forget. I'm sitting there on TV at like 6 p.m. the news, and they go, "All right, next up." We know him in New York City as Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, but I bet you didn't know Sebastian Bach has a rock and roll past. And I go, what? That's the intro for my interview now? I go, you didn't know I had a rock and roll past? Like that was mind blowing to me. But when they cut to my face, I was like in shock, like because I had done something in New York City that was bigger than Skid Row,
Wow.
and that just felt really good to me. I was like, wow, I did something else in my life.
That's great. Any now on that follow-up question, anything else on the bucket list outside the box that you'd still like to tackle?
Well, I would love to do more theater, but it really depends on the role because if you're doing something that many times a week, then you better love it. I would love to be in a Marvel movie at some point in my life. Uh, I'm a very big fan of Marvel, and I've done lots of acting, and so that would be great. Those two things would be great. Maybe a DC movie too. I'm not exclusive.
Bear with me here on this. Now without getting into reunion talk, which I'm sure you are asked about a lot, there's a lot of here's the real question is a lot of both real and fake news online stuff, social media about you, former band. The question is, how do you deal with all the social media noise about things like that?
I don't even care about social media. I use social media to promote my shows. It doesn't
Perfect.
it doesn't mean anything. It's like nothing. It's like a big nothing. It's like it's great. I promote my concerts and I let fans know that I got a new record out. And it's been years since I bothered reading a comment section or whatever. It just does. I have better things to do with my time than read
I'm sure.
that. Yeah.
Okay, how about if anything, what do you do?
Let me just say this
Sure.
though. When the internet first came out, none of us knew what the hell it was. So, 10, 15 years ago, yeah, I was reading comments and threatening people to fight down at the Chick-fil-A and meet me at 4:30.
Right.
And then I go, why am I wasting my time? And I think nowadays people are realizing that the really cool people are not on the internet. Like it's a place for fucking losers. Like people, I think people are getting that. Like nobody really cool is on there typing shit. It's all a bunch of jealous fucking losers that have nothing else to do. Like,
I canceled all my social media accounts after this
no, I mean,
interview.
I mean, I mean, I mean, I like looking at shit like, old videos that are posted of bands I like Rose Tattoo, or I love all the Kiss stuff. I'm a collector. But as far as reading what Jimmy from Iowa thinks of my new video, I don't give a fuck.
Excellent. All right. How about what, if anything, what do you do to keep your vocals sharp, especially after a long career and a pretty demanding tour schedule? Do you have any vocal
Oh,
exercises,
yeah,
specialties,
I sure do.
AD?
I'm sorry. Marta can answer this because she's heard me give this answer a million times now. When I was 19 years old, 18 years old. I can't remember exactly one of those. And I first joined Skid Row. John Bon Jovi put me with his vocal coach, whose name's Don Lawrence in Manhattan. And I used to go take lessons from him, $100 an hour in 1987, which was like a grand an hour now or something. It was crazy. But anyways, he made us record our lessons. So when digitizing audio became a thing in the mid 90s, the first thing that I digitized was all my vocal lessons that I took when I was 19 years old. And now when I sing, every time I sing, every show that I do, every album, every time I record, even every time that I jam with another band, every time I sing, I put on a tape from one of those lessons and I do my vocal exercises at the age of 57 that I did at the age of 18. And I never in all these decades, I never ever let it go. I keep my voice the same as it was, and I don't know of anybody else that does that.
Well, it's paid off because I mean, you still sound great.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm gonna ask you my Kiss question now. So I know you're a big Kiss fan. I am too. Now here's a debate I'm hoping you can help weigh in on. Maybe you can help me
Okay.
settle this. So when it comes to the best Kiss party song, most of my friends go with Rock and Roll All Night. My personal pick, however, is Shout It Out Loud.
I
I think
love
it's more I think it's more all encompassing. What's your
I
take?
love I'd say shout it out loud.
Yes,
I'm on your side.
yes.
I love shout it out loud. I remember when I was a kid and in Peterborough, Ontario, Canada, that song, Shout It Out Loud, was a hit song on my local radio station in Peterborough. They used to play it all the time.
Wow.
And they used to play Christine 16 on AM radio, calling Dr. Love. I heard it all the time on my where I lived on my local AM radio station. Played Kiss when I was a kid and Cheap Trick. And I remember being in the kitchen hearing Shout It Out Loud when my mom was making dinner or something and just freaking the F out about how much I loved Shout It Out Loud. I love
That's
that song. I love it.
that's excellent. Thank you
Mhm.
for backing me up on that. So, a couple more questions. We only have a couple minutes, but and thank you again for taking the time here today. So, what would you say absolute best feeling during a live show? What gives you
Oh,
the
well,
best feeling?
well, we're doing something new in the show that I don't want to give away because it's kind of a surprise, but
Okay,
it's a little stunt that I'm doing now. It's fun, but I don't want to say what it is.
okay, no problem.
I would say doing the song "What Do I Got to Lose" because when you put out a new song that has to stand next to songs that people have been playing their whole lives, like Youth Gone Wild and Monkey Business, like it's better be good. And so if you actually have a tune that can be played next to those tunes, that's an incredible feeling for me. That's my favorite part of the show.
Awesome. Um, don't suppose you want to share a pet peeve as a performer?
A pet peeve, phones. That's easy.
Phones. Okay, that's a great. Yeah, it's a good answer. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
Everybody's got phones.
it's a simple answer.
Everybody's got phones. They're holding them up. They're recording everything you do, and they're not paying attention to the show. They're watching the phones, trying to get
We had
recorded.
a great show the other night, amazing, sold out in Lincoln City, Oregon. And this lady was in the front row with her phone filming me. So I picked up her phone and slowly she was filming, and I took her phone and went and put it down my throat like and left it in my mouth for I don't know 15 seconds, and they went Oh, she got footage, dude, of my vocal cords. Like, I hope you like the footage.
That,
Like,
that is so great.
and then I get home and my wife's like, why do you fucking put people's phone in your mouth? Like, it's disgusting. It's dirty. I'm like,
That's excellent.
I'm just trying to get some good footage. That's it, man. Like, here's the inside of my guts. Is this good enough? Like, God, put the fucking phone down. Jesus.
All right. I won't use my phone at your show.
It's endless.
I'll get the word out. I'll put this in the interview for sure. All right. um, we only have a couple minutes, but before we wrap up, and thank you again. Is there anything you want to say? Anything on your mind? Something you want your fans to know?
You guys are in Albany, New York, right?
Albany, Albany. That's right.
Okay, well, Saturday night we're playing Atlantic City, New Jersey with Tesla, one of my favorite bands, great guys at the Hard Rock Arena, not the theater, the arena, which I love. And then the next day, January 25th, I have my third art show at the Hard Rock with Brian Wheat of Tesla. We're both going to be there at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. Can you believe that? And we're going to be showing our art and having some fun. And that's something I really love to do. So, Albany, if you want to, I know Albany's pretty far, but it's not as far as Vegas. I'm coming from Vegas.
Worth the
If
trip.
I'm coming from Vegas, maybe you can come from Albany. We'll
Hey,
see.
all right. That's fair, right? All right, Sebastian. Thank you so much.
Cool.
Thank you so much for
Thank
talking
you,
today.
Jason.
I
Thank you,
appreciate it. Thank
Jason.
you. Have a great day, and we're really looking forward to seeing you when you come to Albany in March.
Right on, brother.
All right.
Good talking to you. Thank you,
Thank you.
dude.
Thank you.